Hello everyone, my name is Gusti Ngurah Canadta Sakti Pramana. My student number is 201-202-1124. The purpose of making this video is to generate interest and curiosity of students on the subject, develop student activity, and improve student skills in revealing information related to the subject. Okay, now I will start the simulation. Good morning, students. How are you today? Okay, good. I'm fine too. Thank you. Okay, today we are going to learn about procedure text. Have you ever read some examples of procedure text? Okay, very good. Now I will ask you, what is procedure text? Okay, Winda. Good answer. Thank you, Winda. Maybe the other student has a different definition of what is procedure text. Yes, Intan, please. Okay, thank you, Intan, for your answer. Your answer is very nice and clear. Now, let me explain the definition of the procedure text. Before I explain it, let me share the screen of PowerPoint about procedure text. Okay, student, can you see my share screen? Okay, thank you for the confirmation. Now, I will explain about the definition of procedure text. There are three definitions of procedure text. The first definition is the text that explains how something works or how to use instruction or operation manual. Example, how to use the video, the computer, the tape recorder, the photocopier, and the fax. And the second is text that instruct how to do a particular activity. The examples such as receipts, rules for games, science experiments, road safety rules. The third is text that deal with human behavior. Like the example is how to live happily, how to succeed. Okay, that's all the definition of the procedure text. Now I will ask you about the purpose of the procedure text. Okay, before I start to explain it, can you tell me what you know about the social function or the purpose of the procedure text? Okay, Intan, please. That's a good answer. Thank you, Intan. Does any other student have a different answer from student named Intan? Okay, Winda, please share your opinion here. Okay, very nice, Winda. Thank you for your answer. Okay, now I will explain about the social function or purpose of the procedure text. There are two purposes of the procedure text. The first is to explain or tell the reader how to make or operate or do something through a sequence of action or steps. The second is to explain steps or instructions to make operate or to do something. Okay, let's move on to the generic structure. Before I explain it again, I want to ask you the question. who knows what are the generic structure of the procedure text? If you know, you can use the raise hand feature in Zoom meeting. Okay, Winda first. Okay, that's correct answer from Winda. Thank you. I will explain the generic structure of the procedure text. The first is there are three generic structure of the procedure text. The first is aims or goal. That is the purpose of the procedure text will be found in its title. For example, to explain how to make mango juice, the goal would be written into the title itself, how to make a mango juice. The second is ingredients or materials. Things can be materials or tools needed to make something. For example, to make mango juice, the ingredients needed are mangoes, water, and the etc. The third is steps. Contain steps or stages in making, doing, or operating something. This section is usually written sequentially or chronologically, starting from the initial step to the last process until finally the purpose of procedure text is achieved. Okay, let's move on to the language feature of the procedure text. I will explain about the language feature of the procedure text, that is use adverbial or of sequence or using temporal conjunction such as first, second, third, the last. And the second is use command or imperative sentence such as put the noodles on the blah blah blah, cut the onion and the blah blah blah, wash the tomatoes, and etc. The third is using adverbials or adverbs to express details such as the time, place, manner accurately, for example, for 5 minutes, 2 hours, and etc. The fourth is using action verbs such as make, take, boil, cook, and etc. The last is using simple present tense. Okay, that's all the material about the procedure text. I hope you understand about the material, about the definition, purpose, generic structure, and language feature about the procedure text. Now I will give you an example of procedure text. I want to Winda read the title until the ingredients of the procedure text, and Intan read the steps in the example of the procedure text that I want to share. Okay, please wait. Okay, students, can you see the example of the procedure text in your screen? Okay, thank you for the confirmation, students. Now I want to Winda to read from the title until the ingredients. How to make scrambled eggs. Ingredients: 2 eggs, milk if desired, 1 teaspoon of butter, a pinch of salt and pepper. First, crack the eggs into a small bowl and add pinch of salt and pepper. Whisk until all well blend. The second is, in a frying pan, add butter and let it melt. The third step is pour the eggs and milk, and for around 20 seconds, don't stir it. After that, fold the eggs to the center and stir with the spatula. The fifth step is repeat the previous step until all the eggs are mostly cooked. The sixth step is remove eggs from heat and keep continue to fold and stir the eggs for around a minute. The last step is leave the eggs, put them on the serving plate, and your scrambled eggs are ready. Okay, after you read it, I hope you read very concentrated. Now I want to stop the share screen, and I hope you remember all the ingredients and steps of the example how to make scrambled eggs. And I want to ask you some question about the example of the procedure text how to make scrambled eggs. Okay, are you ready, student? Okay, good. Now I will start to ask question. Who knows the answer? Please use the raise hand feature in the Zoom. Okay, the first question is, what is the aims of the goal? What is the aim or goal of the text that I shared before? Okay, who wants to answer? Please use the raise hand feature. Okay, Winda, please answer it. Okay, thank you. That's correct answer, Winda. Thank you for answering. Your answer is so correct. Okay, the second question is, what are the ingredients that we use to make scrambled eggs? Who knows the answer? And raise hand from the feature in the Zoom. Okay, Intan, please answer the question. Okay, thank you, Intan. That's very correct answer. Very good. Your answer is correct. Okay, I think that's all the question about the example of the procedure text that I shared screen before. I hope you understand about the procedure text material today. Thank you for joining the class. Because the time is over, I will end today's lesson. Thank you for joining the class and have a nice day. Thank you, students.